all right. What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Good morning to you. It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here for some more simulated Madden action. It is our 2024 sim season. All the rosters are updated, all the free agents, all the rookies, everybody is in there. And these two teams are playing well. It is the 6-1 Green Bay Packers here in Miami. Mike McDaniel's team is also 6-1. It tops the AFC East. So lots of firepower on each one. I think, technically speaking, it's week 9 of the regular season. So both of these teams have had their bye as well. So let's go ahead and get this one popping. Jason Sanders, the Miami Dolphins, going to kick it off. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Hey, Mason. Yeah, I was driving home from my little 2-day getaway, and how did they only muster 3 base hits? And the only reason that the Tigers scored was because of an error. So the good news is Gavin Williams looked much better. And again, a bat has got to be coming. It's got to be coming, in my opinion. So we'll see what they end up doing here. Trade deadline a couple weeks away, I think, right? Appreciate everybody being on, by the way. Here's the first play of the game. Jordan Love will go quickly to the right side to his receiver, Romeo Doubs. Trade deadline is July 30th. Josh Jacobs, 11 yards to the right side. Nice run there following his blockers. Jalen Ramsey over there on the tackle. Of course, Jordan Poyer, the former Bill, now here as Miami has pushed all the chips in to try to get themselves to the promised land. Up the middle, and Josh Jacobs again, another 7 yards before being thrown to the ground. You can see he's been a nice addition to the Packers, and part of the reason that they are, again, 6-1 to begin this season. Stacked formation to the right side. Jacobs again, play action from Love. Little quick throw over the middle. Nice little play action RPO. Got Jaden Reed, former Michigan State Spartan, 15 yards, and he's got a first down, and they are into Miami territory. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. Good morning. Hey, Keith, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Up and at him. Here's Love in trouble. Pocket breaking down. Jump throw over the middle. What a throw. Got the tight end, Musgrave. But look at this. We see a replay of it. Love rolling to his left. Kind of did like a jump throw. We're not going to see it. If you have the ability to rewind later, go back and rewind that one. It was a really cool looking throw. That was a jump throw. And he put enough heat on it to deliver to Musgrave. And the Packers with a very nice opening drive here. David Long, also our man Anthony Walker Jr. playing middle linebacker for the Miami Dolphins at this juncture. Love, left side throw. Got his man again, Musgrave. He beat Holland to the 5-yard line. First and goal, Packers. Anthony Walker Jr. on the tackle. He wears the number 43 here in Miami. Stretch it left side. Jacobs into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A really nice drive. Well balanced. Josh Jacobs going to get the sweet, sweet cherry on top of that beautiful drive. Josh Myers, go Bucks, dancing with him as he'll stretch it. You can see their left side. And Jalen Phillips, number 15, the pass rusher, I think for a split second thought that maybe Jordan Love was going to roll, was going to boot out of that. Maybe that's something that we'll see later. But Matt LaFleur dials up a beautiful opening drive. And his Packers go 8 plays, 82 yards, 4-11 to get there. And first points of the game belong to the Packers. Again, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports here. This is our week number 9 game of the week for our simulated 2024 simulated season. And again, both of these teams are 6-1, and our first chance to see Tua out onto the field. His weapons aplenty, and you can see he's got about 1,900 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. So that's certainly been a theme with a lot of these games of the week when we've been looking at the highest ranking games, like with the best records, is the quarterbacks are not turning the football over. That has been a direct correlation to success. Here's A-Chain. A-Chain will try the left side, and he'll pick up 1 yard. Devon A-Chain course, they did re-sign Mostert kind of late in free agency, so you will see him from time to time, but for the most part, it's going to be A-Chain back there, kind of as the primary back would be my guess. I'm not sure how they'll do it in real life. Kind of a double pulling situation, and A-Chan goes for another 5 up the middle. There's Bullard, the rookie safety out of Georgia, making the tackle. 3rd and 4, here's Tua out of the shotgun. He'll be back to pass. They rush 4. He'll go quickly over the middle, and he's got a man. Tyreek Hill, just a skinny little slant. And again, we have seen him take those and make them much longer than 7, but this one's just for 7. It does net a first down, and they'll go I formation here. Play action, Tua. Good time. Now he'll roll to the right, and now he'll throw it right. Got a man. It's going to be caught. Waddle on the 40 to the 43. Rather the other direction, past the 40, already into Green Bay territory. They're going to give him 28 yards and a first down up to the 35 as they cross midfield. Look at that throw. There was 2. How do you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle standing right next to each other, and neither of them are covered? That was a breakdown for the defense of Green Bay. And now 1st and 10, new set of downs. A-Chan up the middle, and he can't get much. Just 2. Trying to follow that left guard, Lester Cotton. Opening drive for the Dolphins into Green Bay territory now. Tua, back to pass. Quick throw right side, caught in space. And that's Jonnu Smith, tight end, the old Patriot, played with the Titans for a little bit too. Highly drafted, highly thought of. Let's see if he is kind of the missing piece to that weaponry, as remember Gesicki just couldn't get it done in there. Hey, Bo, welcome in. That's all right. Gonna be here when you're done with work or whenever. And good defense that time. Good tackle on the play as A-Chan could not achieve the first down. So Jason Sanders in to attempt the field goal, which is up and good. So the first points of the day for the Dolphins belong to the right leg of Jason Sanders. So that's got to be a little mini win for the Packers defense after Dolphins were driving so well. There you go. That sounds like a pretty awesome job, actually. Showing rich people what good food tastes like. Love it. All right. They were nearly flawless on the opening drive. Here's their second drive of the game now. Jordan Love will start in an empty backfield. He's back to pass. He'll zip it left side. Caught, but nope, dropped it. A little bit low for Dobbs. And coverage that time by the safety. Again, Jordan Poyer, former Buffalo Bill, coming over here to help solidify and add some veteran presence in the back end of this Dolphin defense. Right side throw kind of lazily, but caught. Somehow gets the toes in. That's Musgrave again, the tight end. He's already got 3 catches, and they're not even going to booth review that one. Apparently that's how good his feet were. Quick throw. Little RPO left side, and they give it to Dobbs, and they're actually going to count that as a rush, but he only needed 1 yard, and he got 2. Yeah, I would assume so, Bo. That's great. That is great. Yeah, I'm with you there, Mason. Sorry, I missed that last Guardians comment. I'm with you. Starting pitcher and another bat. For me, I would love it to be a center fielder because we just still keep trying to stopgap center field with a bunch of former middle infielders. Or I guess a corner outfielder too. It could be a right fielder, a center field. Quan is obviously rock solid and left. I would love to have some pop in the bat, too. Again, I've been on the Luis Robert train. I know I got some pushback, actually, on my Twitter, at Nagy on Sports, if you want to hop on the Twitter machine and chat as well. But I got some pushback about Luis Robert being, like, super lazy and that he wouldn't fit in on the Guardians. And I'm like, the dude's got so much talent. And I feel like our locker room and management situation and just the winning culture that we have, I think could really bring him out of his shell. Maybe I'm naive in thinking that. Love, right side, caught for a first down. Stood there a long time, did Wicks, Dontavian Wicks. Finally, Love found him, and he did a good job not to come back too far and give up the first down. So that would be who I would get, and the White Sox are brutally bad. I've heard some people talk about Tariq Skubal, the lefty starter for the Tigers. Again, I'm not sure if they're ready to give up on him. I honestly don't know all the contract situations and stuff like that, but I would be okay with another starter that's going to be able to eat innings and be better than Cookie Carrasco and Tristan McKenzie has been. Although Tristan McKenzie looked pretty good in his Columbus rehab start, so I don't know if he just needed to kind of reset some things or what. I saw they just sent Logan Allen down as well. And he's had a pretty good season, so we'll see. I hope Chernoff's going to be willing to pull the trigger here. Ooh, tipped, and that was almost going to be a pick six. Javon Holland, free safety, former Oregon Duck. We know he can fly, and he would have been housing that one now. 2nd and 10. They're already up inside the 20-yard line now. Back to pass. Jordan Love. He'll roll right. He'll fire right, and knocked away by Jordan Poyer. We're in a big left elbow brace, but still playing good safety here in Miami. From Buffalo to Miami. He's got certainly had a weather upgrade and a state income tax upgrade. Up to pass. Moving to the right side. Now firing back to the left and actually out of bounds. Had Jacobs there, but ends up just throwing it out of bounds, and they will live for the field goal here. So credit the Dolphin defense for making a few adjustments. They bended, but didn't break this time. And Anders Carlson, the younger brother of Daniel Carlson, able to kick this one up and in. Hoping that they, in fact, have one of the best kickers in the league, as his brother has turned into. I think they're brothers. Assuming they're brothers. They both went to Auburn. I'm just going to assume that they're brothers. Braxton Berrios up to the 17, and that's where the Dolphins will come back out. 2:52 here in the first quarter. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports, joining you here. It's our week number 9 game of the week. You can see the scrolling matchups on the bottom. The Browns have already won their week 9 matchup with a very close game against a 6-1 Saints team. Ball pops out, and it's picked up by the Packers. That ball got punched from behind. Achane had no chance. Let's see if we see a replay on this one. Just perfect technique from behind. Punched out of there. 56 is the one who got it. Although there were 3 other guys. Quay Walker was in there as well. And that ball is punched out and recovered in the scoring zone for the Green Bay Packers. What a nice play there. Apologize, I don't know number 56 off the top of my head, but I'll look him up here for you real quick. Love into a shotgun now. Left side throw, got him in! Falling down for a first down at the 9-yard line is Jaden Reed. 56 is, it's the rookie Edgerrin Cooper from Texas A&M. That's why I couldn't remember him, because he's a rookie. We had him on the Browns when we did our simulated season. Love out of the backfield. Jacobs to the 1. Knocking on the door now. 2nd and goal. Here come the Packers. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Turn around. Give it to Jacobs, and he won't get anything. Nice tackle in space. That time, that was David Long Jr. Yeah, it's pretty muggy here in Central Ohio as well, Mason. I was thinking about when I wanted to golf this week, and it's just muggy, muggy, muggy. Left side, can he get to the corner? Jacobs spinning! Denied! David Long was out there. Jalen Phillips was out there. And they are able to keep him out. Look at them just keep spilling it to the outside. And a really nice job there. You see that's the safety Colbert as well. And now on a 4th and goal, they're going to go for it. Love, swing it to Jacobs. He's got a lot of work to do, and he won't make it. Jalen Phillips picked him up and threw him down. Normally a pass rushing specialist, Jacob Phillips. But he does a really nice job that time. And Love, unfortunately, if he had just looked upfield, look at how wide open Jaden Reed was. But Phillips just says, sit down, kid. And a really nice tackle in space that time. And a big turnover on downs. Elijah Campbell, is the DB that made the tackle on the previous one, number 22. All right, well, First down inside their own 10, but credit the Dolphin defense with a big 4th down stop there. Packers could have taken a 10-point lead instead. We'll see if the Dolphins are able to capitalize. Second catch of the day for Jonnu Smith, and with 7 seconds left, they don't have to run another play if they don't want to. Sitting on your front porch with your coffee. Broadcasting NOS to the neighborhood. Love that. End of the first quarter, 10-3. Packers with the lead on the road here at Hard Rock Stadium. Again, both of these teams are 6-1 in our Week 9 game of the week. I'm going to pretty quickly, after this one is over, get the next Stanley Cup sim going as well. And then we'll probably do for another guard sim in the next day or so. And more Browns coming up as well, as they'll take on the Jacksonville Jaguars in our next Browns sim. Continue to roll now at 6-2 are our Browns. Tua looking, firing over the middle. Dig route. It's going to be knocked away by Jair Alexander. Long time, very good cornerback in this league, Jair Alexander. I think he was in the same draft as Ward. I feel like he's always compared to Ward, like their contracts and their production and different things like that. So I think he was in the same draft, is why they do that. Potentially broken tackle on the outside. Tyreek, watch out! And they're able to push him out of bounds to 34, but every time he catches the football, you hold your breath. I can't even imagine being a defensive coordinator having to play the Dolphins and just, how do you stop this guy? He just seems to be, in a league of really, really fast humans, he seems to be by far the fastest. Knocked away as he tried to go deep to Achane, who had lined up as a receiver. And we saw the report that they're going to use Achane more as a receiver this year, which is an embarrassment of wishes when you think about Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. They have Odell Beckham, Braxton Berrios, like that's their top 4 receivers, and then you have Achane and Mostert in there as well. I think so, Mason. I think that's right. I think we did start 0-2 here in this simulated season and have bounced back with a nice 6-game winning streak. And one of those losses was against the Steelers, and I think the second one was with the Raiders. Derek Carr threw for like 500 yards, if I'm remembering correctly. So both teams not particularly great either. But they have definitely responded back in kind. So, Green Bay is going to not suffer for the turnover on downs, and they're going to end up forcing a punt here pretty quickly. And that's where the Packers will take back over. Nice little skinny juke move through the hole all the way up to the 37-yard line. Keyshawn Nixon, he is a backup cornerback and kick punt returner. Nice play there for him. 12:48. Here in the first half. Again, everybody is watching Phil Nagy on Sports. My cousin Kit, who helps me run the channel, is fishing in Nowheresville, Canada, somewhere. Unlikely to have cell reception, let alone interneting abilities. So he's going to be off the grid for a little bit, enjoying some time fishing in Canada. And Jacobs, and he'll get a couple of yards, 3rd and 3. I think so, Mason. I think that's what it is, yep. Some good games in those 6 straight wins as well. Starting to peak at the right time. Left side throw, and it's almost picked off by Holland. Christian Watson had a step, but the ball's just a little bit underthrown, and Holland knocks it down, and we forced another punt. So both teams scored on the opening drive. We thought this was due for some fireworks, and now the defenses have both settled a little bit. And these two 6-1 teams have yet to find the scoreboard here in nearly a quarter. Trips to the right side. Still haven't really gotten Miami going on offense. They got down one time. Let's see if Tua can get things going. That's Jonnu Smith again, the tight end. Smith fights hard, pushes his way for 9. He just refused to go down that time, up to the 29-yard line. 10-3, Dolphins trail. Ingold, the fullback, checks in. Left side stretch. Achane's got the corner. 30, 45, 40 to the other corner. Oh, excuse me, it's Mostert. His first touch of the day, and Mostert's got 29. Still got a little bit of speed in those legs as Raheem Mostert, Eric Stokes maybe saves a touchdown. That stretch play sometimes works if you catch the defense in the wrong formation, and that time it worked. That was a big-time run for 29 for Raheem Mostert. Miami with a first down. Let's see if that run can open things up for the pass. Tua, quick throw. Outside to Jonnu Smith again, and it'll be shoved out of bounds. Xavier McKinney, the former New York Giant and Alabama Crimson Tide safety, making the tackle. Tua, play action up the middle. Watch out! Sack attack. McDuffie. Isaiah McDuffie, the linebacker, gets in there, was not fooled by the play action at all, and a big sack back to the 41. First sack of the day for the Packers. To a big drop on a 3rd and 10. Pressure around him. Now he'll take off to the 40, and he'll slide because he cares about his future of his head. They're only going to pick up 6, a 4th and 5 here. My expectation is to see them go for it here. Kind of in a no man's land, a long field goal attempt. So they're going to go for it. Back to pass. Tua. Zip it. Got it. First down. That's the second tight end, Durham Smith and/or Smythe. He'll go for 17 and a first down. So he beat Jair Alexander in that zone coverage. And a gutsy 4th and 5 call there. Tua with a pretty... not exactly the highest percentages of throws, and now Achane goes for 6. But credit him, he completes it. And McDaniel had faith in his quarterback to achieve the result. Kalen King, a rookie out of Penn State, makes the tackle. Tua, 4-man rush, slant, Berrios, first down. Beating Kalen King again, the rookie, first catch of the day for Braxton Berrios. Former Miami Hurricane, Braxton Berrios, staying put for his pro ball. Achane in a little inside zone to the 4-yard line. McDuffie trips him up, saving the touchdown now. 2nd and goal from the 4. Things always compress and get more difficult here. Up the middle, juking, left side, push, down to the 1. That one was Mostert. Stretch left side. Achane tripped up and won't get in. So 2 cracks at it from the 1-yard line, and they cannot achieve the yard that they need. And now on a 4th and 1, let's see what McDaniel wants to do. He's going to go for it here again. All right. Second time. The Packers were the ones who went for it on 4th and goal last time and didn't get it. Prince coming, and they're going to get him. Devondre Campbell got in there in a hurry. And Campbell, the new quarterback of this defense, blitzed from the outside. And there was no chance for Tua that time. A big-time sack and another 4th and goal thwarted, as both of these coaches have stayed aggressive. They were both in the Shanahan coaching tree. Fire Love, deep shot, double coverage, and almost picked. Trying to go for Watson. Incomplete. So I guess they're staying true to form, these aggressive, offensive-minded coaches, much like Stefanski. But you need to draw something up that's a little bit more effective, and it's almost picked off. Jordan Poyer came flying in there. He would have had time to fall down, get back up, and run into the end zone for the touchdown. Now 3rd and 10. They'll go empty. Love, back to pass. 4-man rush for the Dolphins, Fire deep shot, right side, into traffic and swatted away. Looked like it was maybe just trying to be an arm punt. Jalen Ramsey, still a pretty darn good corner, and Christian Watson was the intended target. He's the big-bodied 6'3", 6'4", receiver, so that was like a borderline Hail Mary, and if we get it picked off, it might be more effective than the punt. It'd be just about as far as the punt went here. So again, defense seems to be the order of the day, as both teams now, with 4th down stops on the goal line. To a deep shot, left side, got him in, wide open, Tyreek, touchdown! You cannot let him get behind you. Tyreek saw that one early, or excuse me, Tua saw that one early. Look how quickly he just floated it. He's like, please, 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 please don't be too short for the fastest player in the league. And he had to slow down just a little bit. But Kalen King, no chance. And that is a big touchdown. And finally, the Dolphins have themselves a touchdown there. Big time throw from Tua. Big time throw from Tua. Now 10-10. One play, 53 yards. Took 7 seconds to do it. They're going to give the ball right back to the Packers. But now the game is tied and they've got some momentum here. We hope that, Christian Watson is Tillman? Is that what you mean? Well, I don't think so. I think that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are hands down the top two. The top duo in the league. Maybe Coop and Judy can get there, but those two guys are pretty darn special. Up the middle, Josh Jacobs, skinny through the hole, gets his feet taken out from him. Otherwise, he would have had a nice first down run. As it is, it's just a gain of 8. Trickling down. Oh, I don't think Tillman is Tyreek Mason. He doesn't have that. Tyreek's like 5'8" and crazy fast and agile. Tillman's like 6'3". Oh, that's interesting. I mean, that would be nice to hear. It would be love to have one of these young receivers splash for once. What does that mean for Elijah Moore? I thought the addition of Judy meant Moore could just focus on being in the slot. All right, peace out, Bo. See ya. Yeah, I don't know. I might disagree with you there, Mason. I don't think that Tillman is Tyreek. I would say Elijah Moore is closer to Tyreek in terms of body style and play style. Yeah, he's a short little guy. I agree that he's fast. I don't think he's Tyreek fast. I mean, I don't know if anybody's Tyreek fast, frankly. Let's see, Tyreek 5'10", 191. As Dobbs is going to get himself a touchdown. And Tillman is 6'3", 215. Yeah, Cedric Tillman's 40 time was a 4.5. Tyreek Hill is 4.2. And then the guy that the Chiefs just drafted, Xavier Worthy, has the NFL record at 4.21. Yes, he is bigger. For sure. And touchdown! Packers respond! Dobbs kind of fell backwards to make the catch because that slant was late. But a touchdown and a really quick response for the Packers to the Tyreek touchdown. And now the offenses seem to be back in rhythm. But look at this throw from Love. And look at that catch from Dobbs. Falling back towards the football. That was a beautiful catch for Dobbs. And now with 28 seconds, they only had to waste one timeout. It was a really nice drive for the Packers. And now 17-10. 11 plays, 81 yards. Took them 4 minutes to do it. That's a pretty darn good 4-minute drive there. Just 28 seconds for the Dolphins with all 3 timeouts. So we'll see if McDaniel wants to push. Here's Berrios. Can he get a nice return? He can-ish to the 23. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not, Mason. That's true. All right, Achane and Mostert in the game on either side of Tua. 24 seconds, 3 timeouts. Can they at least try to get into field goal range? Tua, quick throw to Tyreek. Hit and timeout called. Back to pass. Tua. Flag on the play. That looks like potentially holding, and that one's going to be zipped out of bounds to slow the clock down, but holding is the call. Is that a 10-second runoff? It is not, but it is a loss of 10. Now it looks like they're maybe going to slow this thing down with 3 tight ends into the game, and they're going to hand it off. A-Chain up the middle, and that's going to be the end of the first half. 17-10. Green Bay scored first. We had about a quarter and a half of offensive lull, and then 2 quick touchdowns either way. Give us a 17-10 number headed into halftime. Both coaches headed in to make some adjustments. And the Dolphins going to get the second half kick, again, trailing by 7. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports is the channel. Thanks to all 1,113 of our subscribers. 1,113 of our subscribers. You guys truly are the best. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we very much appreciate that, especially if you're a fan of the Packers or the Dolphins, as we continue to grow our fandom from other franchises. We are primarily Browns fans. It was started as a Browns sim-only channel, and we have evolved to do other things now. We do baseball sims with the Guardians. We're doing an NHL Stanley Cup sim right now. Do some basketball from time to time, some soccer from time to time, but primarily football here. Again, the only place on YouTube where you can find these simulated games with as much realism as possible, but live original commentary from a real human instead of the 2 guys from the game who just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk the same things over and over again. I also interact with you, the fans, on the chat, which is a lot of fun as well. So also make sure you like the video. That thumbs up helps YouTube push us to more people. But really, really grateful and appreciative of our little Nagy Nation, Nagy Sports, Nagy on Sports and or Nagy Nation, as this one's going to be picked off. Couldn't quite push it far enough, and now to the 40-35. I can't get a number on it just yet. And that's 21, Eric Stokes, and he has a nice interception and returns it all the way into Miami territory. So Tua had a man, and again, just couldn't quite put enough on it to get over the head. Otherwise, Waddle has an easy touchdown. Stokes undercuts the football, and again, that has been the knock on Tua from the beginning, was elite accuracy and a C-plus arm strength. And that time, he was not able to get the ball where he needed it to go. Now Love, quickly thrown to the right side and stepped out of bounds. Hope so. We need both of those guys to step up. Our window of being able to pay these high-priced vets all is running short, so it would be nice to be able to pay Alex Wright his 3rd-round draft pick salary instead of Zadarius Smith, but get a similar kind of impact. Same thing with Coop. I just don't know how much longer they can afford to keep him at a $20 million clip. Turned 30. So it'd be nice if they could replace him with Tillman, since they've already signed Judy, and I think they extended Elijah Moore, right, when they got him last year. So Dolphins' defensive line does hold. The interception doesn't hurt them. Anders Carlson with a long field goal. That's good. So 3 points actually is the only damage, but again, he was in field goal range after the interception return. So good job by the Dolphin defense. They're going to trail here by 10 and get the kickoff back in their direction. Kind of actually pretty excited to see what the kickoffs look like in the new game. Again, we'll see them in the new Madden before we see them in real life. Actually, we'll probably have seen the Hall of Fame game and maybe a couple of preseason games before the game actually launches. I think it's like mid-August. Stretch to the right side. A-Chan, juke move, 30, 35, up near the 40-yard line. First down, Devin A-Chain. A-Chan, I don't know. Achani, whatever you want to call him. Pistol look here for Tua. He'll roll to his left. He'll fire to his left, and he's got his bailout receiver. That's Durham Smith, the tight end. Chased out by Preston Smith. Preston and Zadarius Smith were the edge rushers here, the law firm of Smith & Smith. Quick throw right side. Got a man. Couldn't break the tackle. Was Tyreek. Good tackle in space. Maybe picks up a yard. 3rd and 5 now for Tua and company. It's the rookie Kalen King with another nice tackle. Out of Penn State, playing in the slot here. Now he's covering Odell Beckham. Back to pass, who has yet to touch the football today, by the way. Quick throw left side. Jonnu Smith for a first down. So the short passing game working at least between the 20s. Let's see. Again, their only touchdown was from about this spot. It was a 53-yarder to Tyreek Hill. Somebody moved early. It looks like it was the right tackle. And it was on the Dolphins. And it was on the right tackle. Is that Kendall Lamb, the former Brown? I think he last played with the Titans, or maybe Alaric Jackson. Let's see what it is. Here's a fun little play where somebody across the front was Tyreek Hill, and then they gave to the second man, Achane, but Rashawn Gary with a huge TFL. He was not fooled by that play one bit. 2nd and 19 with trips to the right side. Tua barking some things out to his team. Pretty quiet here while his home team crowd respects his offensive prowess. Throw to the right side. Got him in. Tyreek caught for a first down again. And that's kind of the other side of it. If you don't want to let him get behind you, which Jair Alexander clearly didn't, then you've got to give him a lot of cushion. At that time, he was able to stick his cleats right in the ground, and all of a sudden, just the momentum shift. He's got 8 yards of freedom. And Tua delivers it right to him, and on a 2nd and 19, they're able to pick up a big first down, and now Waddle gets a catch for a first down as well. Just his second of the day. Hi, Rick. Welcome in. Good morning to you, my friend. Double pulling from the lineman. Achane gets through. 25. Broken tackle again, and he'll get up to the 20. Give him a gain of 7. He's run a little bit harder here in this second half. Javon Bullard again. Rookie safety out of Georgia. Another one of those Georgia Bulldog defensive players. They've got one at every level here on this team with Devontae Wyatt, Quay Walker, and Bullard now. Throw to the left side, and caught for a first down by Jalen Waddle. Just a gain of 3, but that's all they've needed here. They've been able to continue to maintain moving the chains with these short passes so far. 1st and 10, but they're in the red zone now, and things have tightened up. Quick throw over the middle. Just a gain of 3 that time as he dumped it off to his running back. Just a little angle route. That was Achane out of the backfield. 2nd and 7. Tua. Lefty throw left side, and it's hit and knocked out of his hands. That's Beckham, who was the intended target. So again, the rich get richer. Remember, Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Dolphins, so he's the number 3 receiver on their depth chart behind Tyreek and Jalen. That top 3 is pretty darn good. Back to pass. Tua rolling. Now he'll take off. 10, 5, touchdown, or excuse me, first down. Uh-oh, but he got hurt. And that's why you got to worry, and that's why you got to slide, and he gets up celebrating. And he's going to go to the locker room, so Tua Tagovailoa does not slide and thus hurts himself, which is very accurate. And now Mike White into the game, and he'll give it to Achane, and Achane loses a yard. And that is a game changer for these Dolphins. Down 10 now and down their quarterback, and we saw him go to the locker room, which means even if he's not injured permanently for the rest of the game, but Achane does fight his way in. We know that Tua is not coming back in this game. How about Devon Achane into the end zone that time? Everybody knows they're going to run it. And he's still able to fight his way in. Credit the offensive line with some good blocking as well. And now 20-17, a 14-play drive for the Dolphins that time as they nickeled and dimed their way down the field. And now let's see if their defense can pick them up again. The injury to Tua. He ran for a first down, and instead of sliding, he took a big hit, and he got hurt, which has been his MO. He cannot afford to take those big hits. His brain has been concussed too many times. Yep, Browns at 6-2. You can see there that 32-29 win we did just a couple of days ago. It was a good game for the Browns. They had to come back in that one to beat the New Orleans Saints. Remember when they kicked so many field goals? Remember Dustin Hopkins had like 6 or 7 field goals by himself before they finally scored a touchdown in that game. Quick throw over the middle, and Musgrave will be thrown to the ground by Anthony Walker Jr. A-Walk Our former Brown there, number 43, here for the Dolphins. 3rd down. Fans starting to get a little rowdy here. Pressure up the middle is taken care of, and it's dropped. Romeo Dobbs dropped it. Elijah Campbell right there with him again. And credit the Dolphin defense forcing a 3-and-out here, and they're going to get the football back with some momentum. And again, we'll see if they can rally around their backup quarterback, Mike White, to finish this comeback. As Tyreek going to return the punt up to the 38. Here's Achane. His season so far, a couple of rushing touchdowns. We saw one just a second ago. 20-17, they lead, but again here the big story is that on the end of the final of the drive preceding this one, Tua Tagovailoa scrambles for a 1st down, refuses to slide, gets hit and injured and out of the game for the rest of the game. Mike White, play action, easy, safe throw. Only goes for a yard. Squish the fish, says Rick. I like it. Up the middle, handoff. Bullying his way near a 1st down is Devon Achane again, and Mike White in at quarterback. Back to pass, or excuse me, handoff again, Achane. And if the Packers aren't going to stop the run, why do anything else? Rashawn Gary getting in the way there. First and 10. Oh, thanks, Mason. Yes, doing my spiel for me. Apparently I haven't done my spiel enough yet. Quick throw, caught. Yep, like the video, subscribe, log into another Gmail account, subscribe or like from there. And yep, if you want to take your fandom to the next level, you can join us in our Discord channel. There's an invite link in the description of this video. Mostert, hold to the right side, but can't get around McKinney, the safety. Discord allows you to chat with the rest of Nagy Nation between sims. Also allows you to find out in advance of when we are going to sim. So you don't have to wait to get the notification from YouTube. But hey, they already went live. Trips to the right side again. Throw it over the middle. Little duck of his head and a 1st down. Run after the catch for Jonnu Smith. So the tight end's been good today. And credit Mike White. He has come right in. And the offense has not skipped a beat. In fact, if he scores a touchdown, he will already have outscored Tua in this game as the quarterback. White fired it into traffic and caught by Achane to the 17. It's probably going to do it for the 3rd quarter. He doesn't have to snap it again if he doesn't want to. And he won't. And he won't. 20-17 here. But the Dolphins driving with a chance to tie or take the lead. 15 minutes left on the clock. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Nagy on Sports is the channel. My name's Phil Nagy. Appreciate you being on here. It's been a good one. Left side, end zone. Right side. Waddle was the target, but it was way too far out of his grasp. That wasn't a great throw. That's the throw that you miss in practice, just trying to drop it in a bucket in the corner of that end zone. Not able to complete it. Here's Achane. He's got some speed. He's got near another 1st down. Let's say 4th and inches as Jair Alexander makes the tackle. What do you do here if you're McDaniel? Do you take the tie or do you go for it again on a 4th and inches? Good tackle by Jair Alexander. Man, they're going to take the tie. Interesting choice here. Remember, both teams have failed to convert 4th down conversions in goal-to-go situations. So the short yardage 4th down game has not been super strong on display. First and 10 coming up. 20-20 ball game, 14-15. This game of the week has certainly lived up to the billing thus far. Again, this is week number 9, halfway through our simulated season. Our Browns are 6-2. These two teams are both 6-1. Somebody trying to go 7-1. Fired left side, got Watson, who got past Ramsey, but the throw wasn't quite far enough to get him into the end zone. But a deep shot left side, and Jalen Ramsey gets beat by Christian Watson. Watson was the most highly talented of the young receivers, and he has just really been kind of the last one to splash here, as Dobbs and Reed and even Dontavian Wicks feel like they've been more effective. At that time, Watson proving that he has wide receiver 1 abilities. Now they'll shift those 3 guys that I just mentioned, Reed, Watson, and Dobbs to the right side. Musgrave to the left. Love. He's in trouble. He'll roll, dump it to Josh Jacobs. Stiff arms away and out of the way. What a run after catch there. Josh Jacobs with a full head of steam just bullied his way over the cornerback. And David Long has to bring him down, but he took a 1-yard pass and went for 9.5, second and inches. Jacobs, first down up the middle. His 12th carry for 50 yards. That's right. It can get pretty heated. You mean in real life of a Browns losing streak? Yes. Here's Tucker Kraft, the other tight end. And he's got a first down to the 10-yard line. It's first and goal to go for the Pack Attack. Under 12 to play in the game. It's been a nice drive here to try to break the tie. Packers back to pass is Love. Throw left side. End zone. Dropped it. What a play there. Jaden Reed was the receiver. Jalen Ramsey was the defender, and he won that matchup. Yes, exactly, he says. Yeah, we can get a little bitter and angry, but it's a good place to commiserate, right? Misery loves company when the Browns are losing. We've done it for decades. We know how to do it well. What can we say? We've done it for decades. It's hard for us to break out of that sky is falling every time one bad thing happens. Because it hasn't been of recent. Since Stefanski and Andrew Berry have been there, they really have done a good job of trying to turn things around culture-wise for the team, and now it's for the fans too. We need to turn our culture around. The sky is not always falling, and one loss does not mean the end of the season for us. It's a long season. Carlson does break the tie, but again, credit the Dolphin defense for stiffening up in the red zone now. That's 3 field goals for the Packers that could have been touchdowns. I mean, we're going to see some. I mean, technically, a losing streak is 2 losses in a row. I don't think it might be a little bit impossible to avoid that ever. But yeah, I dare say we're not going to see any more 0-16s, 0-17s, 1-16s anytime soon. Here's Achane to the right side. 30, 35, 40. He's got speed to the 50. 45, 40 into Packer territory. Breaks another tackle, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 33-yard line. What a run for Achane. And that gets the fans right back into it after a really nice drive by the Packers. Broke the tie. Now the fans have come back to life. Mike White in the pistol. Came in at the end of the third quarter for an injured Tua Tagovailoa. Had a nice run for a first down and refused to slide. Took the shot. Knocked out. Which, again, is very accurate for Tua. Play action. Mike White. Left side throw. Wide open is going to be Tyreek Hill to the 13-yard line. 7th catch, a ho-hum, 123 yards for Tyreek, and now a first down inside the red zone. He was wide open again. You can see how much cushion, how much respect that Stokes was giving him on that side. Stretch it left side to Achane. Good blocking from Jonnu Smith, and he'll pick up 3. 22 carries today for Achane. So they've actually been pretty aggressive running the football, and again, part of that might be the injury to Tyreek Hill. Look at that balance, 27-33 right here, right now. Here we go. And this time Mostert will lose a yard, maybe 2. 3rd and 8. Really want a touchdown here, I think. with under 9 to play. Snap it back. Mike White, the backup quarterback. In trouble, it'll be sacked! Kenny Clark, the veteran. Edgerrin Cooper, the rookie out of Texas A&M, and that's the 3rd sack for the Packer defense. And it couldn't come at a better time, as they will now have to settle for the game-tying field goal. 4th and goal from the 20. Nobody wants any part of that. Yeah, I don't think it'll work like that, Rick. But both are still, I mean, Garrett is still right in the prime of his career. He's going to have another 5 years of dominance and another 8 years in the league, probably. Nick Chubb's much closer to the end just because of the shelf life of running backs, especially running backs who are as physical as he has been with 2 significant knee injuries since college. We may only have another year or 2 left of peak Nick Chubb. But you know what? I would be cool with, so let's say like next year they get a 1st round pick back. Hopefully it's at the end. Let's say they draft, again, we're Ohio State fans here too, most of us. Let's say they take Travion Henderson, right? A good ups, like he's got number 1 running back ups, or even Quinshon Judkins, the other Ohio State running back, right? Both of those guys could be 1st round picks. Okay? So let's say they get a 1st round young pick, but then what if Nick Chubb kind of became the Kareem Hunt role? Like, he's your short yardage back. You know, he's a heart and soul guy who's going to come in and run in, maybe just give you 5 to 8 touches a game, but they're impactful touches while you're starting running back, whether that's, you know, Jerome Ford or another rookie or something like that. You know, gets you the 15 to 20 touches a game. So you can continue to keep Chubb, keep everything that he stands for, but you're not asking him to be the bell cow anymore. I would love to have, and then, you know, maybe he just plays his whole career with us. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to have that. Jacobs to the right side. We're under 6.5 to play here, tied at 23. Second and 6. Love out of the backfield. Jacobs breaks the tackle, but he will get the 1st down. That angle route out of the backfield. And now 1st down. The clock keeps running. They have been very pass heavy, but Josh Jacobs, even with 5 catches, has been a part of the game plan. Now they'll stretch it to Jacobs. He's got 1 block to beat, and he's going to be thrown to the ground by the safety, Javon Holland, but he gets 8 before that happens. Double tight ends to the right side. That's a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Jordan Love. Pressure in his face. Fires over the middle. Delivers a strike to Dobbs. 1st down inside the 25. Call it the 23. Romeo Dobbs. 9 catches. And that was a beautiful ball right in the middle of a bunch of blue jerseys. Up the middle, here's Jacobs. Bumbling his way for another gain of 6. Just enough runs to keep them on or off their toes, rather. On their toes, off their toes, I don't know. Just enough. Stretch it right side again. Jacobs, can he meet the man? He can for a 1st down. Poyer makes the tackle. The 1st down is achieved, and now they've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Love. Can they punch one in the end zone? Play action to Jacobs. Now he'll look and shuffle left side. Caught. End zone. Touchdown Dobbs. He dove it in from about 3 yards out. Like that play and the play action. Get the eye candy moving one way. Throw back to the left side. You've got a man sitting wide open over there, and he dives into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown Packers with 2:45 to go in the game. They had a 7-0 lead, and it's been pretty much back and forth since then. They retake the 7-0 lead. How about 10 plays, 77 yards? It takes over 5.5 minutes to do it. And now the Dolphins, with a backup quarterback, maybe in a little bit of trouble. 225 total yards today for Achane. Very on brand for him. White out of a shotgun. Here they come. Dolphins rolling, firing. Got a man. First down, Jonnu Smith, and he'll step out of bounds at the 41. They don't even need to start using timeouts yet. Oh, the Packer defense, don't go into the prevent here. Don't do it. Back to pass. Quick throw. Hit and knocked to the ground. Incomplete. Jair Alexander on the coverage. Love Mason's optimism. I'm with you, Mace. It's been about number 4 since the day we made the trade. Quick throw, pushed out of bounds. Another first down. That's Jonnu Smith again. He has been a very nice safety blanket for the backup quarterback, Mike White. Now 10 catches for the tight end. Still 2.5, and he got out of bounds. Haven't had to use a timeout, and the 2-minute warning coming up. Fired over the middle, and this time Quay Walker makes a quick tackle. Whoa. Zoomed in camera pan. And there's the 2-minute warning here in Miami. They are driving to try to tie or take the lead if they went for 2. We'll see what McDaniels, I'm sure he's already thinking about what he wants to do. But of course, they got to get in the end zone first. Here's a play action. Mike White. Fired deep, middle side. Got him, man. Tyreek to the 10. To the 16, rather. Looked at the 10. Couldn't quite get there. 8 catches, 151 yards for Tyreek Hill, and they still have all 3 timeouts. He goes into the zone. 90 seconds in the game. They're going to try to score with 0 seconds, and Achan's going to lose yardage. They cannot afford to just rest on their laurels, though. Second and 12 with 1:04. That took a long time to snap it. Mike White, he'll fire. End zone, and almost intercepted. Again, the jump ball to Tyreek, not the best option, as Jair Alexander at 6'2", able to out-jump 5'10", Tyreek Hill that time. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. Pressure coming, and they'll sack him. A huge sack for Lucas Van Ness. Why wouldn't you call timeout there to get your bearings? 4th and 21, they're going to go for it. Mike White, end zone, dropped the interception, and the Packers defense holds tight at the end with another clutch sack from last year's first-round pick, Lucas Van Ness. And the Dolphins didn't even... Why wouldn't you call timeout there? I guess if you think you save your 3 timeouts, you're going to get the football back with about 20 seconds left. Bradley Chubb, first time we've literally called his name all game on the tackle there. We just need him to not turn the football over. We need him to try to help us get 2 touchdowns, either running or throwing, and not turn the football over. That's literally all he has to do. 3rd and 11, up the middle, Jacobs, and he almost got it. So they are going to get the football back with about 15 seconds, but again, why? Kind of rushed it. They're going to get 12 seconds. Do you believe in miracles, Miami fans? Otherwise, you're dropping to 6 and 2. Mike White in there. You got to score a touchdown. Now, you do have the fastest player on the planet on your team. I'd triple cover him if I was the Packers, and instead they'll sack him. And the clock runs out. Game over. Kenny Clark again. And that is a huge sack. And that's going to end the game, and the Dolphins, or as Rick said, we squished the fish. Packers get the win. LaFleur and McDaniel embrace at midfield. 30-23, our game of the week. Lives up to the hype for the Dolphins. Again, 2 of 20 of 26 for 224. Mike White came into the game after the injury. 9 for 14 for 94. Achan was great. 23 for 121 and a touchdown. He also fumbled the one time. Mostert 4 for 43. 2 had a couple of scrambles. The second one knocked him out of the game. Jonnu 11 for 88. 8 for 151 for Tyreek. 4 for Achan out of the backfield. Waddle 3 for 42. How about Beckham today? 0 catches, 0 yards, 5 drops today for Odell Beckham. Maybe it's time to hang it up, buddy. Hope he's not watching. 11 tackles for Poyer, 10 for David Long in this one. No sacks today. No turnovers today for the Dolphin defense. That might have helped contribute to a victory. Jordan Love today, 34 of 48 for 326, 2 touchdowns. Jacobs on the ground, 19 for 82 and a touchdown. Dubes had one technically run, even though it was a pass. 10 for 87 and the 2 touchdowns for Dobbs. 8 for 78 for Musgrave, 7 for 63 for Reed, 5 for 16, 2 for 50 for Christian Watson, Kraft, and Wicks. Each added a catch as well. 11 tackles for Isaiah McDuffie. Xavier McKinney with 10, 9 for Walker, 9 for the rookie Cooper as well. Sacks today, 1.5 for Kenny Clark. Lucas Van Ness had the big one on 4th down. McDuffie, Cooper, and Tyron Hopper, a rookie out of Missouri. The interception was by Eric Stokes. It did turn out to be a pretty good game. Appreciate you being on, joining us here at the end, 5:04. Mitchell, let's say maybe tomorrow evening for the next Browns sim. I'm going to do another hockey one here in a little bit. I'm going to have some lunch and then do the next hockey game, which is game 5 of our simulated series. And then we'll do Browns tomorrow. I like to try to space out the Madden games at least a day at a time to give people a chance to catch up. All right, guys, this one was a lot of fun. Appreciate everybody being on. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Again, I'll have another Stanley Cup sim here later today. Otherwise, expect some Browns and Jacksonville Jaguars, week number 10, coming at you likely tomorrow on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your day. For here in Central Ohio, I am Phil Nagy. This is Nagy on Sports. Appreciate everybody being on. Today we will say go Packers. And as always, go Browns.